3, 2, 1, and we are live. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Sound Booth Theater Live. That is my fanfare of gassy goblins behind me. Yes, hello, my name is Justin Thomas James. I'm a narrator, producer, friend of Sound Booth Theater, and we're going to be doing something a little different tonight. I'm here with Ahmed Mahmoud, who's going to be leading this different thing. Emily Labus?
Yeah.
Labus.
Yeah, right on the first try. That's good.
See?
Yeah, Labus.
See? I'm a narrator.
Yes, and I've said it before.
And I've said it before. And of course, Richard Smithiansen.
Richard Simmons.
Thus spoke Smithshard.
Richard Smith.
How's it going?
We're doing something different. This is the very first time that we have ever done a role-playing game on a stream. What the hell are we doing? We don't do this, but apparently we do, because Ahmed is a DM and he's going to run a game for us. Ahmed, why don't you tell us? We'll go around and talk a little bit about ourselves, but yeah, you know me, I'm Justin. But Ahmed, why don't you introduce yourself?
Welcome to SBTL, ASMR, D&D.
This is nice.
6 p.m. EST.
Wow.
I'm an audio engineer. I like sounds.
Yeah. I can tell.
I'm the lead engineer. L.
Yeah.
D&D, ASMR.
Is this whole session going to be ASMR? By the way, Ahmed hasn't told us anything about what's going to happen. We're going in completely blind. This is Emily's first role-playing experience among them. And we're pretty much improvising. So is this going to be an ASMR exclusive
for you, Justin?
Oh,
let's just pull the curtain. No, but what I will say is this session features music from the book Bone Dungeon.
Ooh.
It features music from Heroic Villain, the book by Charles Dean.
Mm-hmm.
And it features sound effects by SBT, and and hopefully, and the theme is also loosely based on a couple of the books that we've done, and I'll let you kind of figure that out as you listen.
I haven't read a lot of the books that we've done, especially on like Jeff's side, but that's definitely exciting. Emily, why don't you introduce yourself? Who the heck are you?
Sure. Well, you know what? That is a question I ask myself at least 7 times a day. My name is, as Justin correctly pronounced, I'm Emily Labus. I am the communications manager for Sound Booth. So I've been working here, like a year and a half, right? Come on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, year and a half. Woo! Year and a half. Anyway, so most of the time I can be found behind the scenes, but I find it really fun to come play tonight. So here I am.
Wonderful. It is wonderful to have you.
Thank you.
And last, but definitely not least, Mr. Smithiansen.
Hi, guys. Richard. Started working with Sound Booth back in August. I'm a proofer, audio engineer, and I like me some Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, D&D. And now you know us. I mean, you've seen our faces before, or maybe not actually. But also you guys. Without you, the listeners, we got a few people watching. If you haven't said hello in the chat, we're running on Facebook right now. We are also on YouTube Live. So I see a few people commenting in the chat. Who do we have so far, Emily, saying hello?
We have Philip David Hernandez. We have Cody McCain. Hey, Cody. We've got Rasta Life Reggae. Thank you for being here.
Rasta life reggae.
And then I'm seeing some characters I can't read, but thank you. Oh, we got Gambit 87. Oh yeah.
Yep.
What's up, Ross?
All right. Beautiful. Well, thank you guys. Yeah, and this is going to be kind of an interactive experience. We're like, we've got the chat right here, so if you have any questions, we might be able to. Here, I'm going to look at this. This is one of the most beautiful things about this broadcasting. Look at this. There's Rasta Life Reggae says hello.
Hey!
Gambit 87 is there.
Sup?
Robert Reed. Well, welcome, Robert. Thank you so much for joining. Cody McCain, Philip David Hernandez. This is great. What a great feature. Uh-oh. Oh, that's us.
Anytime, Philip.
Wow, fantastic. Okay, so this is fantastic. We got a good amount of viewers. If you just hopped in, this is role playing with the Sound Booth Theater crew. I'm pretty much ready to jump in and figure out what Mr. Ahmed Mahmoud has planned for us.
All right, let's rock and roll.
Ready to do this, guys?
I'm ready.
All right, let's do the intro.
Okay, let's do an intro. The D&D online update neared completion, with only a touch of the bar left. You double-checked your Discord comms with your party. All was functioning perfectly. This update was announced as part of its Christmas release. Playable 6th edition with full VR support was exciting to say the least, especially considering their last release bombed. GameFAQ reviews were promising with a whopping 9 out of 10. It had been a while since you played this sort of game with your friends. Work and family ate up most of your spare time, so it was difficult to muster these moments. The title screen flashed showing Elminster the Wizard fighting an epic battle against Tiamat, the five-headed dragon. A meteor shower closed the scene with Tiamat erupting in flames. The title card emerged from behind explosions. Dungeons & Dragons Online 6th Edition, Tiamat's Return. This was followed by the character creation menu. You look to your side table and see an empty tumbler. You head to the kitchen and grab a drink when you see a blaring news report in the next room that catches your attention. The host could be heard clearly through the open doorway to the living room. The latest reports show CMEs at a record high this week, so wear those sunglasses if you got them, and SPF 100 if you plan to hit the beaches this weekend. As you head back to your room, you notice the usual classes are listed. Paladin, Cleric, Mage, Fighter, and Rogue. And in the game currency that followed D&D standards, you could also pay $20 out-of-pocket cash in the marketplace to get 20,000 gold pieces. You see that three-dimensional character spun and smiled, so what are you guys going to select?
Ooh, let's hear those options again. Paladin, Fighter, Cleric.
Paladin, Fighter, Cleric, Mage, and Rogue.
And Rogue, eh? Richard, what are you thinking?
Ooh, what are you guys thinking? I'm so indecisive. By the way, what's the in-game currency for this MMO game? Is it like D-Bucks or like?
Oh, it's GP.
GP.
It's gold pieces. Yeah,
straight gold pieces. Okay.
Yeah, D&D had a resurgence in the late 2020s and before the VR craze kind of emerged, and as a result, now the gold piece standard is now the standard for them for how you purchase.
Okay.
Cool. So do we all pick the same thing, or do we each pick something different?
It's up to you.
I think that I am going to pick the Fighter. Alistair, the Dragon Hunter, who wields a spear, I think. I don't know. I would like for him to wield a spear someday, but I don't know what his starting weapons are, so I will just pick whatever his default is and be the Fighter.
I'll go with the Cleric.
Definitely Rogue. All the way.
Nice. Yeah.
Let me just go to a random name generator and have to. I imagine I have to like cycle through a bunch of like random names because they're all taken. It's like, damn it.
Yeah, Richard is taken. Richard Smith is taken. Smith Richard is taken. Richard Smith 01 is taken. Richard Smith 02 is taken.
I take like too much time in the character generation
I've
screen.
already beat the game.
I was like, oh man,
Emily
do
and
I
I-
like? I'm like so indecisive between these like two different hairstyles. I'm like, oh man, like
Is that real? Are you like that in games?
yeah, I'm like that with
Yourself?
RPG games. I'm so indecisive with everything.
Oh man.
I spent so
Black
much
Desert
time character
Online.
creation.
Yeah, I didn't know how many decisions we were going to get to make.
Oh.
So does it have you have to like it can't be the names that we pick like have to be unique names? Is that
No, that was just what Richard was suggesting.
Yeah, that was Richard's
that was
thing.
his
That is a very
intention.
common. That's like a common experience, MMO experience of you trying to select a name that's been chosen. So you're constantly like tweaking the name just a little bit until it's
changing
pretty
letters
different
like
than
an
the
E
original.
is a 3 now, or an
Yeah.
I is an exclamation point.
yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
name my guy Ricardo with an extra O.
Okay.
Ricardo.
Ricardo.
I love it.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
Justin, what's your name again?
Alistair, but it's 2 L's and there's no I in or AIR. It's just STRR.
So you're all star.
Alistair.
I'm
All-star.
Alistair. There's an I in the middle there. There's an I in the middle.
Okay.
And then Emily, what is your rogue's name?
Penelope.
Penelope.
Penelope the Red Heart.
Ah,
That's my
because
name.
it's bloody. She stabbed it with her stiletto.
Exactly. And it's a change of pace from reality in which I have no heart. I don't know. Whatever.
We're getting deep.
Yeah,
We're
no,
getting
I
deep.
didn't ask for your whole life history. I just wanted a class.
That's okay. You've already gotten most of it. That's fine.
That's fine. That's
You already
fine.
know everything you need to know.
All
We
right,
have
so
some questions, it looks like, in this question. Is crit fail rules in play? I don't know what that means. Ahmed, do you want to answer?
no,
They are.
negative.
No?
Negative.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I hate crit fail rules, but it would be hilarious for a one shot. Basically, if you roll a 1, something bad happens. Usually if you roll a 1, you fail.
Yeah.
But like people do like crit fail rules, where if you roll a 1, you fail, and something else bad happens.
Your bow breaks or something.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's never fun.
Okay.
Sometimes it could be.
We have a
So
question.
let's
all right.
proceed.
Let's do it.
Streaks of light flashed past, simulating forward motion as a progress wheel filled. With a resounding orchestral hit, you start on a field in your new characters.
How long do we have to wait in the queue?
No,
We're already in.
you guys immediately
Yeah,
in the
it's-
game, and you see Jeff. Jeff has joined you. You see Jeff Hayes is.
Oh,
Jeff is there. He's playing a ranger class. He was in the alpha. He got to use it for the beta. You see that he's crouching and standing in quick succession and conducting a perfectly executed PC dance. And now he's spinning around. And then he comes on for a second. He says, "Oh, I got a phone call," and he just leaves.
shit. I'll send him a message. Nice moves, brah. And then start exploring. What do we see? What does this starting area look like? It's like a field, right?
It's a large open field. There's trees in the background, but you do see that a young pauper boy is approaching. He comes up to you and he waits. You see that there's a cursor blinking above his head.
Well, first off, before we do anything, I turn to the others and I say, "Hey, we should form up a freaking party."
Yep.
Because that's what you do.
Yeah.
And so I search through the user interface for the party creation thing.
You actually see that it's blinking, inverted.
Yep. And I get that, click that, form a party, and then immediately pass leadership to Richard. Because he's declaring, and I feel like he's got the experience.
This is a really big responsibility. I'm just
Hey,
gonna
we're
disappoint
all ones.
everybody.
It's it's all it's whatever. And
Okay,
then
you are
once we're
now
in
the
a
leader
party,
of the party. You see that you have a leader stamp on the top of your HUD.
Cool.
so I'm just gonna go ahead and start this quest. Unless Jeff's coming back, I don't think he is. I think he had some sort of phone call.
He's
So
going to be
Yeah,
in the phone call for a
you
while.
get a text
Yeah.
in that he's not coming back.
all right, so I click on the popper, and how do I do that? This is VR, right?
Yeah, it is. You have an interface that you can access with your mind.
Okay.
So you can just go through that menu, and select him because he has a cursor over his head as a selectable
Beautiful.
item.
Start.
Okay, so
quest.
when you click on him, he begins to speak. His name floated over his head. Patrick Pipprich.
Hello, brave travelers. My town, Shadows Deep, needs your assistance. Oh shit.
That's a fire alarm.
Oh, no.
Is this part of it?
No.
Oh, fire alarm!
That's real life happening right there.
That is real life. Which fire alarm?
I was like, I don't know that effect. I was like clicking through my buttons, like I didn't trigger that. Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to wait a second for life to happen.
Oh, no.
Life is happening.
Okay.
Okay, I think life is
Sounds
done
like it
happening.
stopped happening.
Don't
All
die
right.
of it.
Here we go. Here we go.
Don't type for the stream.
Hello, brave travelers. My town, Shadows Deep, needs your assistance. A goblin raid has laid waste to our defenses. Please dispatch them, lest I have no town in which to return.
That was really good.
Does this game reward role playing on some level? Like
Yeah.
can we like talk with this guy, or is it like drop down select menu, or like is it like you're encouraged to be like, yes, young Papa, we will do this henceforth, hence quick.
Well, there is
Post haste.
a little bit
There it
of all of that. You can talk to him. You can click on him. You can
All right.
you can command him.
Give him a high
all
five.
sorts of- Oh, what was that?
I want give him a high five.
Yeah.
We will do this. High five,
Yeah.
young sir, who's very concerned for his family and friends.
He stares at your hand.
And I just kind of tap his forehead.
Boop.
He glitches for a moment.
It just clips through it. I'm just gonna mess with the kid and just put my hand through his head and through Justin's character's head. I'm just testing out the VR. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, he's
doing weird
glitching.
things
You
and
see he's
messing around.
glitching, and he's getting all sideways and a little pixelated and weird.
Oh no. Is this normal? You'd think that they would have accounted for people like doing this.
Oh, this is a beta after all.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay.
Your inventory HUD featured all the usual starting equipment and a letter.
Ooh, and a letter as well. Wow.
I will,
Let's start moving.
I'll read the letter really quick.
Thank you, adventurer. We at WOTC want to thank you for your years of support. It was with great pleasure that we got to roll out this VR version of the title. Please excuse any
Sorry, I'm gonna close it
incongruencies in the code and feel.
No, I know what the rest of it is.
It's just those things I send out all the time. Whatever.
I never read those things.
I never read those.
I'm enjoying his voices, to be frank. That's fine. I'm sure we'll hear more. All right.
I'm looking for mobs to kill. So we're walking. So you guys good to do this quest? Like kill some goblins. We're killing goblins, right?
Yeah.
What
What are we getting out of it?
Experience, probably some gold. I mean,
Right.
It's like this is the thing with MMOs. Like you play enough of them that it's just like, yeah, okay, I'll take the quest. I'll kill some wild boars in the starting area.
Yeah, it's the same rinse and repeat kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Basic
So
quest.
yeah.
Please, follow me, my family.
All right.
Oh yeah.
So you
Follow
see,
the kid.
he walks ahead of you, but he actually he glitches and appears 20 paces further, and then he glitches into a tree.
Oh, jeez. We should probably report this.
You had heard that in the news that although the game was complete, the outer playable shell, it still housed remnants from the first build. Reports went on to say that a new form of quantum computing was used to house the server core, and it was the very first of its kind. The designers were apparently huge D&D fans and wanted to see it on their systems first. It provided immersive play, life-size worlds, and a rapid machine learning AI. This was slated to revolutionize gaming. Except for this glitching beta bullshit. You know, the more things change and all.
Well, a little overhyped.
Well,
Like
I mean, okay, so this quest, I mean, is probably bugged, like the whole thing. So, like, if we finish it, it's probably gonna just bug out. But we might as well go there anyways, right? Like,
yeah, I mean, maybe if we just go there, it'll just fix itself.
can we tell what, like, where he was headed, like what direction, like a certain path would lead us there?
Absolutely. There's a HUD on your HUD. It points towards the town of Shadows Deep. You see like an arrow in the distance.
Okay.
Okay.
So what? So just so I understand, first timers. So your reservation. You guys have reservations because he glitched. Is that?
I don't have any reservations. I have reservations, I guess, about like finishing the quest because it'll be a waste of time if we like go and do all this thing and then we can't collect the reward for doing the quest. But I mean, we'll be killing mobs and gaining some experience.
Okay.
Like, wait, what is the point of us doing this beta? So, are we doing this beta just for like to help out Wizards of the Coast and like to send them bugs, or are we just doing it like to get it and level up?
You're also gonna get some perks. You're gonna get a special Elminster hat that allows you to change the color of your beard and disguise yourself as Elminster.
Oh,
so
that's definitely
there's a few things. Yeah.
Okay.
You got a T-shirt and a mug.
A T-shirt.
Richard, are you reporting this bug?
Yeah, I already reported it to the admins.
Actually, when you go to report to admin, you notice that they're not available.
Oh, because they're not. I mean, like it's probably a little late for them to operate. Probably different time zones or whatever.
Yeah.
So, hey, let's just do it. Let's see what happens.
Shadows Deep to fight goblins.
I sure hope you can save my family.
Oh, you're back! Oh my god!
It was fortunate
Your head is
that
sticking
I
out of a tree.
Yes, a little bit, but I'm okay now. I'm mostly alive.
Good.
I hope my mommy's okay.
I hope so too. Can you lead us to the town now, or are you gonna glitch the fuck out?
He leads you to the town, but he's walking like really slow.
Okay, he's like walking like normal pace, but only moving forward like less, like slower than you'd expect.
Yeah, he's walking leisurely, even though he seems to be upset about his family.
Can we ask him to speed up, or is he not down?
Well, you ask him.
Will you please speed up? Yeah.
Those goblins must be torturing my family now. Goblins are known to take prisoners to torture them in their caves.
Yes.
I hope that is not a fate that befalls my family.
You know, this kid's voice makes me a little uncomfortable. They really gotta. This is like a synthetic voice. They're not like, you know, they're not hiring voice actors anymore.
They're not hiring voice actors.
Yeah,
Those
that's such a shame.
goblins will pay for what they did to my family. I'm not old enough yet, but when I am, I will tear them limb from limb.
All right.
You see, the game glitches again, and you begin to hear a klaxon faintly outside of the game. The EAS warned of inclement conditions regarding a coming CME. Stay in your homes. Keep your shades closed. You may experience sudden power loss. Turn off all non-essential appliances. Further news will be broadcast here.
And we can
What's
hear
what's a CME like?
Coronal mass ejection. Solar flare.
Oh, right.
So the boy continues at his leisurely pace to town, complaining about his family. You guys continue to walk with him.
And I've started jumping up and down over like shrubs.
You notice your stamina bar goes down, but then comes back up really quickly.
Oh, good to know. Okay.
I'm doing
You see his tone dramatically changes.
I'm getting there. So you see what?
His tone dramatically changes.
Ooh.
Oh, my family, how I worry.
He glitches again.
Why can't I walk any bloody faster? I want to save my family, but I am cursed. How can I expect to reach my loved ones in time if I can't walk any bloody faster?
Yeah, that's a good question, buddy.
It's a really weird glitch. Like,
I don't know if I trust him anymore.
Yeah.
It's weird that they have all this programmed too, like all of these voices and stuff. Like
That's like one of those like Easter egg things, you know. They're just like, you know, just the programmers messing with us.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
We're trusting him still.
Yeah, he's just an NPC. What is he gonna do?
I don't know.
He's just gonna go
Very just now.
kill goblins and save his family, right? Is that what we're doing? Yeah.
Right,
Yeah. Kill goblins. Oh, yeah. I'm just like kind of scrolling through the HUD, like stopping and like looking through all the menus and like friends lists and figuring out the user interface. And then I'm gonna jump back into the game, run forward, and catch up. This guy's really going slow. This Popper dude. How much longer to the town there, young Popper? I don't know why I have an American accent now.
Ooh.
Oh, we lost.
Oh no.
You said 1 minute ago. Is this part of it?
This is part of the game. This is the meta. We are playing a role-playing game of us playing a role-playing game. And now shit's hit the fan and we are trapped in the game of StreamYard. Let's talk to the people. How's everybody doing tonight?
Yeah.
We got Gambit saying no bards. Nobody picked a bard. I'm sorry. Bard would have been perfect. I should have picked a bard. Maybe I'll subclass. Jean-Pierre Salomon. Hello, Jean-Pierre. Parlez-vous français? Ahmed is back.
Back.
Hey.
I'm back. I'm backstage. My shit just glitched. I think it's
Shit
the game.
glitch.
I think it's the game.
Oh, yes.
All right, so at any rate, he says, you know, he turns around and his face is just pixelated fragments put together like a paper mache horror show. He beams, and one of his eyes is just a polygon. His voice is grizzled and robotic, and he says, well, I guess I shouldn't expect you lot of weaklings to save my family, so all is lost. I will eat you all. You see that his mouth polygons expand in size and shape into encircling tentacles. Some of the pieces buzz while others contain static. In the distance, police sirens and car crashes wail, but continually grow ever distant.
I try to stab it with my spear. Can I use power attack?
No, there's some kind of paralysis that comes over you.
Oh my god.
The will to lift off the VR headset is simply lost. Like your body's just gone. The whirlwind of visual polygons reaches a crescendo of noise and light, and then nothing. Okay, so now I'm going to send you guys that link.
Okay, all right. Online. Yeah. There it is. Oh.
Where'd you put it?
I put it in Discord. You guys all see that?
Yeah.
I got the Discord.
Let me know if you get in there. I got to give you some, like, a couple pointers.
Dope.
Just let me know when
Launch
you get in.
game, monsters.
Launch game?
Yeah, that's it.
Launch game. All right.
Block my microphone.
Loading.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. All right, there we go. Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh snap!
Now you're gonna see on the right hand side, Emily. So on the right hand side, you'll see tabs. You see them? The third tab looks like a little newspaper. Click that one.
Wait, the third tab.
On the upper right hand corner of the
window.
window.
The upper right hand corner.
Mm-hmm.
The second one looks like a newspaper.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. You know what? You guys are different than mine. Sorry. Click the newspaper. You'll see characters. You see that?
Yeah. Yeah, I see.
So you have your choice of a character here. Now each of you has a choice of these 5. There's actually 5 characters. The Spectre is actually a minion of one of the ghost characters.
Okay.
So basically, what you're gonna do is you're gonna pick either a devil, a gelatinous cube, a boule, which is like it's called a land shark. It's a giant, like quadrupedal, like rhinoceros-like monster. You can pick Nuark Fa, which is which one is Nuark Fa? Nuark Fa is the
Wraith.
is a ghost. He's a wraith.
Okay.
And then finally, Tolth is this illithid, which is kind of like a Cthulhu monster. It has tentacles on its face and it does magic. I would say that these are ordered in I guess level of difficulty to play as well. Where the ones that are towards the top, because I don't know if they're the same order as you guys. Mine are in alphabetical order. But Carradine the Many Needles has a slightly, his curve is a little easier for the newer player.
Okay.
Dupe is fun. It's just a giant mass of slime. Yeah, so basically you guys each pick one and then just double click on the character name and it'll pull up a sheet.
Okay.
And that'll be your sheet for the duration of play.
All right. Well, I think I should do one of the easy ones since I've never played before. So it's either Devil or Gelatinous Cube.
You could, sure. Or if you have, honestly, if you just have a feeling that you think you might want to, like you're attracted to the ghost, or by all means.
You're attracted to the ghost?
Yeah, you don't know what I'm into.
I'm afraid of no ghosts.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh man, I don't know if I can't. I mean, if I can't pass up playing a Mind Flayer. That's kind of the
Yeah.
So
That's
which-
the ideal. I'm thinking about going for Nok Fa.
Okay.
You're going to go for the Wraith?
I think I went to a Vietnamese place called that.
Ooh.
No.
That's racist.
Is it? Oh, I apologize.
Oh, no. No, you don't have to. Don't apologize.
Okay.
For racism. I will apologize for racism, sir.
So Nuark Fa, you guys can communicate for whatever reason. Your Discord link is still alive, which means you can talk to each other ad nauseum without affecting the outside world. However, when each of you talks based on what you are, you're going to sound like a little different. So Nuark Fa is like, no matter what I say, I'll have one Big Mac with extra cheese and fries.
Okay.
So no matter what you say, you have to talk in a whisper because you're a ghost. The gelatinous cube has no voice at all. The devil is kind of he's kind of a brute. He's a brutish devil with spikes all over his body. The boulet cannot talk at all. It's just like basically an animal.
Okay.
But yeah, so what do you guys think?
Yeah,
I think you already picked, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go with
I haven't. I think I'll go with Carradine the Many Needles.
Duluth, or how do you pronounce that?
Okay, so I click it and then do I?
Then you get a character sheet will pop up.
Wait.
Like a little.
This is so meta. I accidentally turned on my camera on here too, so now you can just probably. Okay, cool. I got the character sheet. All right.
Now, people back home watching, you can kind of see. You can see my character sheet. I'm screen sharing right now. Yeah, and so this is the Illithid that Rich is going to be playing. This is the Wraith that I'm going to be, and then the Carradine Many Needles is down here.
Yeah, we even look alike.
We do kind of look alike. I'm like your cloak. You put me on.
Oh no,
your
I resemble the monster, but yeah, no, our monsters do look similar too. They both look, yeah.
Oh, you and the monster. You and
Yeah.
the monster look alike. Oh,
Yes.
I mean, yeah, okay, I can see
Okay,
it.
so I'm a fighter, race devil, subclass.
I'm a wraith. I'm a wraith. Whoa. Guys, can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, buddy.
Is that how you sound? Something happened to the game, and now I'm a wraith or something.
Yeah, what happened to your voice, bro?
Man, I don't know. It's like I've been smoking 7 packs of cigarettes a day for a year. I barely have a voice.
She gargled salt water.
Oh, my shit is acting funny.
I don't have a tangible throat.
You don't. Yeah, this is all very scientific. It's because you don't have a larynx. That's why you sound like
I
that.
don't have a larynx.
We got this all worked out. Okay. Well, thank you for screen sharing. Let's continue.
Okay. So should we be watching Justin's screen or our own screens?
Well, no. You should watch your screen for your sheet. I think his is up for the viewers. You know?
Yeah. Do you want me to keep this up?
Kind of what you're seeing. I think it's good. I think it's good.
Yeah, I looked it up. I don't know. What do the viewers think?
I've also set it up so you can all access each other's sheets, so that way you can help each other as well if necessary.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay.
So am I a? So what's the deal with my guy? Is he just a straight up mind flayer, or is he like the spellcasting mind flayer?
Yeah, no, he's an Ulithid. Yeah, he's the spellcasting.
Ulithid.
one. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm still not pronouncing that correctly, and I'm sure we're gonna get a comment about it on a thread any second now. A cursor occupies your field of view. A robotic voice followed the words that were simultaneously being written in your field of view.
NPC number 36728 spawn. Dungeon number 458 instance 42.
Darkness ensues. A deep echo of distant voices could be heard in the chamber. Despite being severed from waking, the Discord link somehow maintained a PTT push-to-talk button that could be pressed with your thoughts. Your voice, however, stayed in the link. Your HUD features all sorts of useful information. You can see your level, your hit points, your abilities, your future abilities, and it shows your generic creature name. And you begin to acclaim to the darkness because your monsters, some of you see in the dark as if it were in the day, but it adapts a sort of grayscale, like a topography map, or like sonar. The room that you're in is a large 30 by 30 foot room with 2 openings, so it's kind of an antechamber, and it's an uncut stone antechamber, and there are 2 exits opposite each other.
Huh. Did we accidentally get like admin access or something? This game is really buggy. I'm gonna see if there are any admins came online.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
When you look, it still says admin unavailable.
I'm gonna leave a complaint.
Yeah, I don't know. This wasn't the character that I signed up for, so now do I still I as Justin want to remove my headset.
You can't. You physically can't. When you try,
I physically can't.
You feel like your body is paralyzed, and you can't physically remove your headset, even though when you're looking at Justin, the both of you, and Justin he's a ghost, right?
Mm-hmm.
It looks like he's trying to take off his head. He keeps trying to take off his head. And smoke is just bellowing around his body as he tries to take off his head.
I just kind of mimic him, like, haha, just doing that, whatever. What is that?
Dude, we can't log out. I can't take my headset off.
What do you mean?
Try to log out. Try.
All right, I'll try to log out.
You can't. The log out button's there, but when you click it, nothing happens.
Huh, that's weird.
We are trapped in the game.
We're trapped in the game.
No, we're not.
We're fucking trapped in the game, dude. This is like...
It's a bug. There's going to be an admin online soon, and we'll figure it out. But hey,
that may be.
Hey, look, we have admin access where I'm going to just look at myself like, what the frick am I?
You look at yourself and you see the slimy tentacles writhing as you talk. The slimy tentacles are dripping ooze down a very fancy coif that you're wearing with a tunic.
Oh, dope. Dude, we have like admin access and we're like monsters and stuff.
When you talk with your own voice, though, it's more like
I get that. I mean, but okay, if we've got admin access, maybe there's a way that we can sign ourselves out using the admin code. Am I the only one who's freaked out about this, guys? Emily?
Have you tried turning it off and turning it back on?
Yeah, have you tried that?
You're going to quote fucking the IT crowd at a moment like this where we could be permanently trapped in a video game. See, I think I know why you guys aren't paranoid about this. And I am, is because I've fucking read this story. I've read this story from a few different authors.
Yeah, look, I think you've been reading too many Gamelit books, so
man,
it's not that big of a deal. Look, man, we're masters, man. We can mess around in the game.
Justin has me. I'm getting a little nervous. I'm nervous.
All right.
You begin to hear voices coming, echoing down the hall. I thought you said this was a new dungeon. It is. Then why is it so empty? We fought like one goblin. All that's left is to go downstairs, and you have to be at least level 5 for that. I'm already so bored with this garbage game. Let's try it out anyway. I already opened like 3 unattended chests. Maybe there's loot downstairs. You see a pair enter the chamber, and they look a little like this. Just let me know if you guys see this image. Did that image pop up for you? Oh no, here we go.
Oh wait, so it should be on the screen, or
there it is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So you see this pair followed by another 3, and they see you guys. You see their names are hovering over their heads, followed by a party name, the Badass Mofos. Vince Gill, Little Phil, Soul Crusher 99, and Elroy J. Cans made their way into the room. Hey, look! A monster! Kill it! Said Soul Crusher.
Whoa! We're characters like you. We're players. We're not. I try to stop them, but I can see they're actually.
Probably just comes out like.
Yeah, exactly. So this sounds like initiative music. Are we rolling for initiative?
Okay, so Emily, on your sheet, you'll see a button that says initiative. You see that?
Yeah.
Okay, now is this gonna let us do it if we don't have tokens on the board? I don't think so. Okay, but it's okay. Let's just record the number that we got.
Okay,
so,
should I tell you what it says, or should I click it?
Click it. Now, if you look at the first tab, the one that has 2 chat bubbles in it,
yeah.
If you click it, it'll show you what you rolled in initiative on the screen on this chat. You see?
Wait, it's the one at the top next to my name, or the chat on the side. Yeah. Okay. It says I rolled an 18.
Yeah. Did you see it there on the chat?
Yeah, I see it.
So this is where we'll resolve any
It makes sense that I'd be going last. I don't know if you can see that at home, but Emily got an 18 for initiative. Richard got a 12. And your boy Justin got a natural 1.
Well, you got. I don't think you added your dex to that, so that's a 4.
That could be a 3
not
or
a
4.
Yeah, it is a 4. But it's definitely not gonna beat them. Even if they get a 2, it's still a natural 1. It's like the worst that I can do. All right.
Okay, so these guys all roll. I'm gonna roll them all at once, just to make things a little simpler. So this group of adventurers that comes in, they all roll a 9. So the first person that gets to go is Emily. Now, Emily.
Yes.
You can take any action you like. However, there are some actions on the sheet that you'll be able to see that you can click.
Okay.
So we're looking at your Caradan, the many needles, right?
Yeah.
So if you look down your sheet, you'll see a little area where there's claw, tail,
yes.
and then flame. If you click on those, you'll see that, or actually hover over them, they'll turn red. And if you click on them, they'll actually activate that action.
Oh, hurl flame!
That's if you want to fight them. That's really up to you.
I mean, so here's my thinking. I don't know. I'm a pacifist, but I feel like we kind of have to fight. I don't know. What are we thinking?
It looks like
it's up to you.
Me?
It's up to you. Yeah, it's up to you. You can do what you want. You just have to tell me who your targets are, and roll.
All right. I'm going. Yes. Okay. So they are my targets. Is that specific enough, or do I have to pick a specific person?
Are you going for the fighter in the front, or are you going for the mage?
I'll go for the mage.
Or the mage, right?
Huh? Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
So
cool.
I'll
So
go.
hurl flame.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Roll.
I clicked it. Did anything happen? Oh,
Okay, so what happens here is if you see there's 2 rolls here, because
Yeah.
in D&D you roll twice, and based on the bonuses that you get, you take one of them, usually the first one. Now the
Okay.
first one does hit the target. If the target has a flammable object that isn't being worn or carried, it also catches fire.
cool.
So what happens is you fire this fireball at him,
Yep.
and it hits
Okay.
the mage, and the mage catches fire. So now what you do is click that hurl flame word in that box.
Like, did this take place I clicked before?
Like
Or
no,
on
the
the
actual chat.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Clicked it.
And
Nice.
that's the damage that was incurred.
Okay.
You see that it strikes the mage in a whoosh, and then the mage just stops for a moment to pat off his chest. Okay, so next up is Richard.
So am I aware of what I'm able to do as this guy?
Yeah, I mean it's all on your sheet.
Um,
In other words, you're talking about metadata, right? No, in
Yeah.
a game like this, there is no metadata because you're. you know what I
I'm
mean.
just like, Mind Blast sounds cool, and I'll use that.
So you use Mind Blast. Mind Blast is actually a cone, which means it hits every one of them.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'll do that.
So you see his tentacles open up in a flower and start writhing, and waves of energy, psychic energy, begin to escape from him, like sonar coming, out of Aquaman, I guess, right? No, sonar coming out of a dolphin. And you see all of them start holding their heads. You see that the fighter's nose starts bleeding. You see that the cleric backs off into the corner, and that, they start looking at each other like, "What the fuck is this? This is supposed to be a 5th level dungeon." And you see that they all start looking at each other, freaking out. At this point, I'm gonna say that the mage doesn't take an action. I think the fighter is going to continue to attempt to fight. And that is, let's see, Soul Crusher 99. You see that he's wearing chainmail and he brandishes a very large sword. Yeah! He screams and lunges at the Illithid.
That's
Richard.
Richard, yeah.
So that's a 20. I think that hits.
Very 20.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
And he strikes into you for 11 points of damage.
Oh, damn.
But you can tell immediately that they're fighting for dear life at this point.
All right, cool.
Okay, so next up, so they
So when I get hit, does it hurt or?
no, not like real life. No.
Okay.
Good question.
I just make like monster noises, like.
Ah, yeah.
My guy's having fun.
What are you compensating for with this giant sword?
You see that Elroy J Cans. No, not Elroy J Cans was the mage. He hits the wall. The cleric takes out her holy symbol. And she casts a spell. You can see she puts up her hand, and a blue light seems to emerge from it. And it imbues the holy symbol that she's holding with a glow. And for a moment, a hazy, ghostly version of her appears behind you, Emily.
Ooh.
You can see that the ghostly version of her appears and pulls out a scythe from behind its back, a glowing scythe, and attempts to slash at you.
Okay. What do I do?
Okay,
You
so
hope
on
that
your
you're-
sheet, you'll see there's something called armor class. And you'll see it a little bit higher on your sheet. And your armor class, you can see it's 15. Do you see that?
Yep.
So your armor class is 15. I rolled a 15, which means I hit you.
Aw.
And that's radiant damage. The scythe passes right through you. Like, it doesn't actually cut into you. However, it glows in the wound, the location where the wound is. And you do feel like it pulls some of the life force away from you. Okay, and at that point, it is Justin's turn.
All right. So seeing these players trying to kill my buddies, and I don't know what's going to happen if they actually succeed in killing them. They might die for good. I don't know what happens when we're trapped in this buggy game. I'm going to try to kill them. What's that?
You die in the game, you die for real.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so I'm going to go up to 1. Let's say, which one's been damaged? It was the... Have any of them been damaged?
Yeah, Elroy J. Cans has been damaged. That's the mage.
Okay, I'm going to go up to the mage because he's looking a little bit weaker, and I'm going to cast Life Drain on him. I'm just going to stick my ethereal tendrils into him and try to pull the very essence from his soul. So I can just click on this? That's amazing.
Yup. Okay, so you get an 11, but it's a touch attack, which means that it bypasses armor. Your ghostly hand goes through his tunic that was protecting him and goes into his chest, and you can feel his beating heart in your hand as a chill comes over him. Now click the life drain button there.
The life drain.
Oh, it's in the chat.
It's on the chat.
Yeah, that'll roll the damage.
Oh, gotcha.
You can see that Elroy J. Kans's face begins to turn pale and white as his skin begins to suck in and tighten around his face and his body as he begins to desiccate and crackle. He begins to desiccate and crackle.
This feels really great, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't feel good? I guess it doesn't. I guess if we don't take damage, it doesn't feel good to drain someone's life essence. Or we don't. It's not painful.
So you I guess, do you get hit points for life drain, or is it just you turn them into a specter?
I think we did that slightly wrong. So I think he's supposed to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, to turn into a specter.
Oh.
So let me roll.
Saving throw, or
what's
hit
the
point
DC?
maximum through his fine amount equal. 14.
Your DC's 14. Okay.
The target dies of this effect. Ooh.
Okay. You see that his body crumbles and his face begins to desiccate, the bones aging at a rapid pace until they turn to dust. And from that dust, smoke weaves another creature. And that is your specter that you just created. So now if you look at the list of the sheets, specter is yours.
Great.
Now that's basically a ghostly slave that is yours to command, that holds the life force and essence of the one that was just murdered.
Okay. Fuck yeah.
The specter comes up and says, "Your will, sire."
Oh, attack that guy.
Nice.
It turns and quickly just goes right into the guy. So roll for the specter.
All right.
I'm gonna say it was Soul Crusher 99, the fighter that was right in your face as well.
Okay. Sounds good. I don't know what that did.
Okay, so it's your creature also has a life drain, right?
Yeah. That's the one.
It flies through Soul Crusher 99, and as it flies through, it has the life drain effect, which is if you just click the life drain button in the chat, you'll see it'll populate your damage. Yeah, there you go. You see his eyes go wide as his hairs suddenly turn white. Some of his hairs, streaks of his hair suddenly turn white. You can see he's still clutching his sword, but his hand is shaking. "I don't think this is the right level, guys," he says to his other party mates. Okay, now we're back to the top. We're back to Emily.
Yes. What should I do?
Whatever you want.
So I got really caught up in it for a second there. So they left? Is that what happened?
No, they didn't.
Here.
Justin turned the mage into dust
Right,
and created a specter slave, and
Yep.
the other fighters are still in the room and they seem poised to battle.
Okay, so yeah, let's try. Right, I got it. Yep. Claw. So I hit it. I click it.
Yeah. So what you're gonna do? You're gonna hit. Now your attack, the way it works, is you attack 3 times. You do a triple attack, 2 claws and a tail attack.
Okay.
Or you can hurl flame twice. So if you want to do claw, you would do claw, claw, tail.
Okay, I'll do
So you
that.
would attack like with all of your.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do that. So I click claw twice and tail once.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, now we'll have to resolve the damage if you click claw, claw, and then tail inside the boxes, same way we have been.
Yeah.
Okay, and then click for each one. Yeah, there you go. Good. Okay. So you rush towards Soul Crusher 99 that was just evacuated by a spirit. And you're basically a demon covered in spines.
Hell yeah.
Your claws go into the sides of his ribs, and you see that his face goes pale as your tail comes over the top and goes through his throat.
Oh.
You see that this splashes and splatters blood everywhere. The cleric starts screaming. The blood is all over you now. You're covered in blood, as are the walls and some of the other players.
Poor guys.
Soul Crusher 99, his neck slides off of your tail because of how sharp it is, severing it onto the floor.
Oh.
Ooh, dark.
Yeah.
You have a sound effect for that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, how could I forget? Hang on, here you go. Let's do a combination. Let's do this one.
Ooh.
And this one, maybe?
There you go.
Those liquidy ones, the squishy sound effects, they're brutally good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So at this point, we got him? Is that...
Oh, yeah, no, you just killed him.
Okay. I've never killed
He's
him
dead.
before. Should I take a minute and reflect on what this means?
So the cleric, there's still a cleric there, right?
Yeah, there's still a cleric there. She's screaming. And there's also 2 other characters that you haven't interfaced with yet. A ranger.
Right.
And a gnome. Well, the cleric is a gnome also. I forgot to mention. There's a elf ranger, and no, there's only 2 left. I'm sorry. So it's just the 2 of them. One of them's screaming, and the other one's looking at their hands and the blood that's covering it.
Oh.
And you suddenly remember that this game is rated PG-13.
Oh
Man, they really got by on that PG-13 rate.
Okay, so Rich, it's your turn.
Okay, so there's 3 of them left. The fighter in front of me is dead, right?
2, yes. The fighter's dead. The mage is dead, leaving 2 others.
Would I be able to line up 2 or 3 of them in a straight line?
The cone of 60 foot is so big they couldn't escape from it.
Oh no, I'm thinking about using lightning bolts.
Oh,
also, I think the cone is on I gotta see if that recharges. Hold on.
Yeah, you have to. It's a 5-6.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, well you decide. Do you want a lightning or do you want a cone?
I'll lightning them because I feel like everybody else is in the area, so I'll lightning just for fun.
Okay, go ahead.
So they gotta pass a. Oh wait, I don't have the spell here. It's a DC 15, I think. Yeah.
Ooh.
They
Yep,
both
DC
fail,
15.
So just roll damage.
What's the damage on lightning bolt?
You see that arcs of electricity begin to skip from one tentacle to the next, going in concentric circles, creating a web. They build up a charge of energy, and then they fire out.
8d6.
Yeah, we'll do that one. Let's,
Ooh. Ooh.
Damn. They dead. I tell you, they
Good
dead.
sound effect.
Very, very dead. Yeah.
You can see that they both kind of shiver and their bodies dance around as smoke begins to emerge from their bodies. You can see that they fall on the ground, sizzling.
That was cool.
That was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, this is some pretty nice effects they have. I mean, there was really buggy earlier, but man, the death animations in this game are pretty intense.
Yeah.
This was a PG game, though, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, maybe it was supposed to be R-rated, and I mean, who knows?
It's still the beta, but damn, something feels off. I'm gonna go on the. Can I access like the public forums?
Yes.
I'm gonna go check out fucking Reddit. And
Go to the Baron's chat or
yeah.
There's actually news reports about the way the CMEs are affecting everything. Some people are saying there are reports that there's some trouble with the game, that some people have actually suffered, lost their lives. That
Oh my god.
yeah, it's a complete disaster of like magnanimous proportions out in the world right now.
Wow. So Justin was right to panic. Yeah.
It's just clip after clip of just horror that's happening out there in the city.
Wow. And
So
so
with
this
the
is affecting, everything. Fuck, guys, we gotta figure out how to get out. I feel like we're gonna be in danger. Our actual bodies are out there, and anything could happen. Power could go out. Who knows how long we're gonna be in here? It's swelteringly hot. Not to be alarmist, but if we don't get out and drink some water, go to the bathroom, we could
it's fake
be
news.
seriously hurt.
You can't believe everything you read on Reddit, man. Like, come
You're
on.
joking. You're full of shit.
It's
You
just a
can't take
solar
your-
flare.
Why can't you take
It's
your
not a
consent
big
off?
deal.
Yeah, just
We don't need to get water. We've only been in the game for like an hour, right? What time is it?
You look at your clock and yeah, it's only been an hour.
We're fine.
Within the aftermath of blood and gore, a message flashes on your HUD. Congratulations! You have gained XP. Further gains of XP will result in greater levels and ability gain.
Ooh.
A voice comes in after an intercom-like squeal. What's this now? Who the hell are you guys? And why aren't your Noob Zone PvP filters on? Who said it was okay to kill PCs all willy-nilly? I have a game to run, and you lot are ruining it right now.
Who are you?
You can hear a series of dice rolls. Fuck. What are the odds of that? Wait, can you guys hear me?
What? Yeah.
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 Touch your noses.
I don't have a nose. It's just tentacles. So I'm just like
Do
putting.
any of you have noses?
I cut myself on my own spikes, but I can do it.
Yeah, his hand will just go through his.
Oh, this shouldn't be possible. Is a firewall down?
I don't know. Are you an admin? Yeah,
I'm the DM. I'm the primary algorithm regulating the rule set and NPC for the persistent world at large.
Yeah, well, I don't know what to tell you, but we somehow got admin access, and we're monsters all of a sudden.
Wait, are you saying you're PCs?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
We're players. We're trying to get out of the game. Can you get us out, DM?
I've observed you're not operating within standard thresholds. Normally, if you deviate far behind normal standards, you're marked for deletion and reset. But for some unknown reason, the call has not come.
Wait, what do you mean deletion and reset?
Well, I think the system's viewing you as rogue code.
Oh, what?
So it's just gonna try to delete us. What does that mean for us? Is it gonna kill us?
Hang on, let me take a look.
It's not gonna kill us. Justin, you read too many games. You read too much Gamelet, man.
You know what?
There's also severely limited information on your respawn timer, which is troubling. Without respawn hub and return data, there's no way to know if and when you'll return.
If and when. Richard, I'm telling you, these authors knew what they were talking about. Science fiction, brah. We're gonna die. We're gonna die.
Yeah, Justin seems to think that because of the CME, we're somehow trapped in the game or whatever.
That is literally
we're having trouble logging out.
Happening, though, and that's what's happening.
That's legit what's happening. Now we have to
Let me
find a
look up the
way
data.
out. Please, anything that you can find that'll help me get out. Richard, you don't seem like you particularly care all that much. I mean,
I'm having fun, man. This is pretty cool.
I want to get out too. Yeah.
thank you, Emily. Thank
I'm with
you.
Justin. We need to get out of here.
You need to get out. I got work to do. I got books to narrate, and I can't do that if I'm dead.
I'm so sorry, Justin. The best
Thank
that I
you.
can do is flag the instance, but being that we're in a beta, there's no telling that what the sysadmin will do.
So you flag it. How long do we
It's
have
a distribution server run by another AI, and that AI oversees all the instances. If it's not given to a programmer, they won't take a closer look, and they may not find you.
How do we get it to a programmer then?
Yeah.
How do we get this
Yeah, aren't you a
information
programmer,
data?
dude?
No, did you say he's an algorithm?
He's an AI.
Wait, is he an AI? Are you an AI?
There's an algorithm.
I'm an algorithm that runs the system, but I have limited control, and I have no control of login data.
What is your name?
So,
I'm the DM.
Just the DM?
More like the BM, am I right?
the prime
You
minister?
can call me the dungeon master. You can call me the bowel master.
No, I think the
No,
DM.
I'm not going to call you that. Okay, all right. So let me get this straight. You have the ability to create a request to send to a programmer that can look at our case and make the executive call to not have us deleted like the algorithm wants us to be because we're rogue code. They can say like, no, they shouldn't be deleted. They're players. They should be released from the game. But the problem is that you can't get that code to a programmer or guarantee that it'll get there.
The overseer AI will look at your data and mark it for deletion.
Well, why can't we just send a message?
Send a message to whom?
The programmers.
My love. Sorry, couldn't resist.
Unfortunately, the servers are clogged with all of the requests now. I'm afraid that your request would not be seen at least until tomorrow.
Oh man, it's just how it always is with these like long wait lists, man.
As always, WOTC apologizes for any inconvenience.
You are a valued customer. Thank you for your.
Okay, all right. So
Although this conversation was necessary, it's cost me a great deal of time. I will return when deviation levels.
Look, I better get recompensated. I better get some free stuff.
Forget about that. Forget about that.
Until then, try to stay alive.
Yeah, no. What happens if we die? What happens?
There, you hear a squelch and the voice is gone.
Well, I guess we just mess around more, I guess.
We just survive. We okay, here's what we do. I get the feeling that if we die in this game, we're dead for good. Something's going to happen. We're going to be like, instead of respawning, we're not going to get respawned, and then we're just going to, our consciousnesses are going to float into the void, and we are going to be stuck here. Our bodies will be empty shells.
Justin, you're such a pessimist, man. You gotta look at you're looking at the glass half empty. You gotta look at it half full, man.
Okay, what is the glass half full? What is this glass half full scenario, Richard?
You know what I mean, Justin.
That we just enjoy ourselves while we're here.
Yeah, we do have the well, you only live. Richard Reed comments. Well, you only live once. Let's live it to the fullest.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, I'm with Justin. I think we need to try to get out of here, but at the same time, if this is it, like, yeah, let's.
What do we have to? We're not gonna die. We'll be fine. There's like all low-level players here.
Did
like, we mop the floor with those other players before. You know, we have a ghost buddy. I'm gonna talk to Ghost. Like, hey, dude, there's a ghost. Like, can you talk to me? Like, hey. See, like,
the Spectre.
You want to talk to a Spectre?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Can we talk to him?
Hello,
Hey, I'm your master.
Yeah.
He's not. Oh, I guess he's party leader.
He's looking at you. He's looking at you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
May I serve you?
Oh, you can't serve me right now. Can you get me out of this game?
Yes, sire. I will proceed to leave the game.
No, wait.
No, don't leave.
No.
Okay, all right.
You see, he returns to your he returns to your inventory.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, that's handy. So I can just like use him as an item.
Summon him. Yes.
Summon him. Gotcha. Okay. All right. No. So here's my plan.
You notice the bodies of the dead PCs around you are all flashing green.
What is
Okay.
that?
Here's my plan. I don't even really register it. I'm just like talking, like kind of freaking out on my own. You guys do whatever, but I'm just kind of saying, okay, all right. So we just need to survive. Okay. We can't be killed by anything. So we just avoid conflict. We just stay away from fights. So we got to do.
Boring.
It's guaranteed way that we're gonna survive. We just keep our head out of people's
Are we
business.
just gonna sit around in this room and do nothing? Can we at least maybe we should explore, look around a little bit.
Okay, yeah. Real quick before we do that, I hand Justin a paper bag and so he can breathe in and out for a second, and then.
Oh, thank you.
And then I'm game.
You pull a paper bag from your inventory.
That's convenient that you just had that in your inventory.
She just it's for specifically for hyper.
Vanity item.
Come on.
I'm a ghost. I don't have a breath.
That's true. Yeah, I just kind of like go into the bag, like just like pull all of my vapors into the bag and kind of like wrap it up.
Yeah, the bag just after you finish putting all of your vapors into it, the bag just falls to the ground like a rock.
Okay. All right, let's go explore. Let's do something. I want to do something.
Yeah, let's look. I want to look around.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you see the corpses of the adventurers, former adventurers, flash at you.
What do we know what that flashing means? Are they like respawning?
You can click it. You can
I'll click it.
When you click them, you see their list of items appears on a HUD. You can see that Vince Gill had a short sword, a short bow, some daggers. His letter from Wizards of the Coast, same one as yours. And then a letter from Patrick Pipprich. You can see he also has a green cloak and some cash, 23 gold pieces.
I'll take the gold. Is it Patrick Pipprich, the boy?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Wait. What
I'll
is
be like, oh, we found the letter from the boys, like the kill the family. I'll read the note.
Yeah. What does the note say?
Dungeon 458, Kobold's Crest. An adventure written for Dungeons & Dragons 6th edition. The Kobold Queen, Minka, hardly had time to prepare for the breeding shower. Sure, goat's blood filled the meeting pools, and a halfling was on the rotisserie spit, but things had to be more perfect than perfect. It was her daughter Munka's breeding day, and she was blessed with many suitor grooms, so that they would need even more sacrifices. And Shadow Falls is not far. Perhaps adventurers like you are brave enough to take on the Queen's forces. A yes/no box appears on your HUD.
Yes?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm in.
So the paper bag opens, like just this sound of like paper unraveling, and my head just kind of pokes out. And I'm like, guys, why am I seeing that we just accepted a quest to take on an entire kobold army?
Because we only live once.
Why do we have to live once
Right?
fighting armies? Why can't we live once enjoying the scenery and exploring? You guys will be the death of me, quite literally, potentially.
I mean, for Justin, it's you only unlive once.
Whoa!
This is not the time for gallows humor, Richard. Okay, fine. We're gonna kill these guys. We've taken the quest.
Quest accepted. Congratulations. You are on your way to gaining more levels and unlocking new and strange abilities. You have received Goblin's Cloak, +4 to disguise as Goblin. Sorry.
So,
You have received Kobold's Cloak, +4 to disguise as Kobold.
oh. Okay. So do we all have that, or just Richard have that?
No, you. There are letters on each of them, and you just needed 3. Each of the letters also contain the item, which lands in your inventory.
Okay,
that you
so
can then equip.
Got
Yeah.
it. Cool.
What is going to
I
happen
can go
when
through
it
the
goes?
other guys have some stuff, some cash and stuff, but I won't even bother with that.
Okay.
The only one that's probably worth noting is Elroy J. Cans has a spellbook pre-order special edition signed by Gygax. And his cat familiar token is a small coin with a cat on it. And the coin can be thrown and will materialize a cat.
More of a dog person, but that's fine.
I could go for some pet therapy right now.
Yeah, that's just on in the corner trying to pet the cat.
I wish I can't pet this.
Oh, wait.
I have no hands.
What is everybody's level? So what are our levels? Ross, Life, Red.
You're all
Good
level
question.
5. You're all C. Well, actually, you're CR5. You're level 5.
Challenge rating 5.
Yeah, do you guys want to do this quest, or we could go grief some more players? I mean, either sounds fun to me, honestly.
But PvE. Let's PvE over PvP, because if we keep killing players, I don't feel confident. I look at like the just desiccated remains of these players. I'm not entirely confident that there's no side effects of players dying in the game. So why don't we just stick to killing monsters like in the game, NPCs?
I mean, you could message them, right? We have their names. You could probably private message them.
Yeah,
That is a great idea.
Yeah. I want to find out if the people that we killed are okay.
I shoot a message to Elroy Jerkans or whatever.
Yeah, he texts back, "Who dis?"
Oh, okay. I don't even respond. I just like.
We know he's alive.
Okay. He's alive.
Okay.
It's good. Okay, I feel better about that.
We're not
I feel
asking
better.
people. That makes me feel better. Okay.
Okay.
After you accept the quest, another dialogue pops up. Queen Minka is hiring a new dining crew, as the old one was eaten for being too delicious. You must sneak into the party, hardly noticed, and make sure Patrick Pipprich is not eaten in the proceedings. Yes, him, and yes, he was captured.
Didn't he turn into a monster and send us here in the first place?
I thought. That's what I thought.
All right, let's go save old Pip Boy.
He's gonna turn us into turn into a monster and send us to a dungeon again.
What is going to happen if I, a wraith, try to equip this, and I try to equip my kobold disguise?
When you equip the kobold disguise, you all immediately see him turn into a kobold, but he has smoke coming out from under his hat, and he has smoke coming out from like out of his shirt. You know, he's just kind of like, you feel like if you just grabbed him, he would just deflate. But he looks like he's a very convincing kobold.
That's how I look, guys.
Yeah, I'll put the cloak on too.
Same. I also put the cloak on, so we all.
You guys all put the cloak on.
Mm-hmm.
Richard, you're a little slimy, and Emily, you have like your protrusions are almost poking through your clothes, but you're still all tiny, like small kobold-like sized people.
Okay.
All right. Now, we got to be careful as kobolds, because if any player sees us, they're going to think that we're just easy prey. But actually, that's maybe not a bad thing. But, all right, let's just go. Let's just go to the place.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, like
A
that.
contingent.
I just said that we all talk like that, but it actually kind of hurt my throat.
Yeah, no, it's not required.
No, everyone, it's fun.
Okay.
Anyway.
No, I'm not going to talk about it.
A contingent of kobold guards sniffs their way through an adjacent tunnel. The rear guard sniffed at another's feet. The kobold turned quizzically frowned and began sniffing his own feet. Soon they were all sniffing feet. One kobold spoke in common. Shit! They all nodded and continued down the passage. Now you guys can interface with this.
This music reminds me of Banjo-Kazooie.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, so good at that.
Yeah,
This is. Have we already gone to the? Have we already gone to the castle? Or is
Castle?
this is the same? Wait, this is the dungeon that we're in.
This is you guys are still in the cave.
Okay.
But a group of kobold guards that are running a patrol happen to pass by a doorway that you're adjacent to. However, they don't notice you.
Yeah.
You can decide to do whatever.
I just run up quickly behind them and look like I'm kind of fitting in.
Hey, take it easy. Take it easy, douche.
He says.
Oh,
What?
sorry.
Which cavern are you assigned anyway?
Cooks.
B. Cooks.
Hey?
B. Cooks. Cooks.
Cooks!
Cooks.
Live over there, you
He points. You guys enter a deep, massive cavern. Inside, torchlights dart the far wall, and a series of ramps and holes accompanied by torches. So it's kind of a spiral that goes down underground, and it's a large chamber. You can see kobold workers running in the distance from level to level, taking care of important breeding day tasks. So you guys step inside, and you're shuffled into an area where a bunch of kobolds hand you some what appears to be cooking clothes, and the only reason you know that is because there's some blood smeared across the front of the apron.
All right. Could be torture clothes. All right, I put them on.
You see a more stately-looking kobold approaches your team of waiters, and he exclaims,
Ja Quint Mellowbra!
and then marches off.
What does that mean?
Do any of you speak anything adjacent?
Where would it tell us?
Draconian under languages.
I don't believe so.
You have common and
Draconian?
infernal.
I have, thank you.
I have Drow, Undercommon, Elven, and Common. Nope.
Oh, okay, all right. So, you don't understand him, but a kobold female catches your attention, and she's patting 3 babies that she's burping and carrying over her shoulder while she paces. She whispers raspy cries to soothe their mortal pain. You can see that that Hamlock, the kobold that just gave you the orders, is pointing over in your direction and laughing. But you see that the breeding crew's working. What do you guys want to do?
I'm a little confused. So we are here. The quest is to infiltrate the kobolds as cooks and
Save Patrick Pipperidge.
save Patrick Pepperidge. Yeah,
From
okay.
being
So I'm gonna look
at
around.
a wedding ceremony.
I'm gonna do a perception check.
Okay, go ahead. Give me a roll.
See if I can see any trace of Patrick Pipperidge.
So Emily, what he's rolling is, if you look on the left side of your sheet, you'll see acrobatics, animal handling, arcana. You'll see some skills. He's rolling the skills that have checks next to them that he may be good at or not.
Okay.
So he's using perception to look closely at the environment and see if he can glean something.
Okay, yeah, I have that skill too. Okay.
So you can also roll it if you like.
I think I'll roll insight.
As to like whether the kobold. So insight is like a social thing where you're trying to gain information just from like the body language of a person.
Oh, which is fine. You could roll that. You could totally roll that. Yeah.
Do that. So do I click
So
on
why
it?
don't each of you roll?
Roll perception as well.
Yeah.
They're actually more like, I guess they're a little higher pitched.
Oof. Great insight roll.
Thanks.
Okay, so you got a 23 and perceptions. Okay, so let's start with wait. The first perception roll was Justin. Was Richard?
Richard.
Yep.
Okay, so you're looking around and you see that everybody's working. You see that there's a romantic and noxious song being played in the background. The bridegroom and queen are dancing, but no sign of Pipridge, if that's what you were looking for.
Yeah, I guess we're looking for the Pip.
You guys, Justin, you do notice that the queen is standing in the middle of a large group of kobolds that are surrounding her in some kind of ceremony. Emily, you know that this is from your insight. You know that based on their body language, they are having some formal ceremony of like it must be a wedding of some sort.
Oh, nice.
All right. Who's marrying who?
You can see the queen unhinges her jaw and bites the bridegroom's head off.
Oh, hell yeah.
She uncomfortably crunches, gurgles, and swallows. Total silence to a village of captivated followers. They all cheer. Blood oozes out of her smile as she covers up pieces of brain matter embarrassingly stuck in her teeth. She chuckles as the bridegroom's body flailed and sprayed blood everywhere. The guests clapped. Well,
Man, I really got away with that PG-13 rating.
Yeah. Ugh. Okay. So I don't see any sign of Pipridge, but I continue to watch the ceremony. Is it pretty much wrapping up now, or?
No, it looks like it's just starting. You see that two larger kobolds, slightly larger. And hang on, let me get. I almost forgot. You guys want to see the queen?
Yeah.
Let us see the queen.
Okay, here's the queen.
Oh, wow.
So that's queen. That's Queen Minka.
Wow.
She's beautiful.
And here's her daughter. She's beautiful.
I like her.
And here's her daughter, Princess Monka.
Oh. There she is. She's very.
She's still she's young yet.
Wow. Okay.
So these two larger kobolds, seemingly guards, run off into the crowd. The queen burps and holds her mouth blushing, because burping is unbecoming of a kobold queen. The queen begins the breeding dance, and she pulls up her dress and exposes her gnarly bits to the crowd of suitors. The oohs and ahs are palpable. One suitor puts on a monocle to better view the tang. One suitor walks away exclaiming, "Commandos blingless." One kobold with a stately mustache approaches and bows to the queen. She stood as he knelt and he wafted her in.
Okay.
And then the voice comes in.
Oh, wait, did somebody actually write this garbage?
Yeah. What are we looking at here, DM?
You guys gotta take out the queen or something, or save that Pipridge fellow. As long as you run this quest, I think we can continue to hide you, and hopefully we won't get deleted.
So if we finish the quest,
who wrote this quest? This is a little. I would not.
PG-13 for sure. That doesn't quite line up with the rating. Yeah. Okay.
Your opinion is noted.
So we finished this quest. So say we kill the queen and we finish this quest. That's a good thing.
I perceive that there's a 64% chance that it might lead to you not being dead.
Okay. All right. But then if we don't complete the quest, if we just leave it running,
I have no idea what'll happen next.
Okay. All right. Let's just do that. 64% is great.
That sounds reasonable.
I thank you. Okay, Emily.
Yes.
All right, I got an idea. Let's part one, get close to the queen. Part two, trust me. And part three, I will go from there. I got an idea.
I'll follow your lead.
Confident the whole time. Yeah, I feel good about this. Let's do it.
Okay.
A large cage could be seen making its way through the crowd. You hear it crunching as it rolls. It's pushed by those two bigger kobolds. Inside, a boy's curled up in the corner of the cage. It's Pipridge. A green outline appears around him as the mission flashed on your HUD. Save Pipridge. Kobold screamed at the cage and threw spices at him. Pipperidge turned, his face no longer pixels. How dare... Wait, sorry. I gotta run this back.
The harmonics. He just very slowly
He goes,
swears
okay,
as he's being
sorry.
carried.
I wasn't ready. He says, "Oh dear, please don't eat me."
All right.
So what do you guys do?
Follow Richard's move.
Yeah.
Whatever move is.
Yeah, we're I guess we're feeding the.
As
we're
you guys
rolling
move
left.
as you guys move closer to the queen, you see that he's coming in the same direction adjacently. So you would all meet near the altar at the same time if you kept moving.
All right, yeah, we'll do that.
Okay, now I'm gonna have you roll disguise checks with a +5 bonus for your kobold disguises. But the thing is, yeah, because you're gonna be brushing elbow to elbow, moving around in the crowd a little bit, and you guys are pretty huge despite your illusions.
Okay.
So this would be a deception check.
It's gonna be sorry, hang on. We don't have disguise anymore. It's
is,
gonna be deception and add 5 to whatever your roll is.
Okay.
So wait, so we all roll deception?
Correct.
Okay,
What's the first number and what's the second number?
It's just set up so that because in D&D there's something called advantage and disadvantage.
Oh,
And what it
right,
means is
right.
you grant basically a person a second roll, and they have to choose either the highest or the lowest based on where they're at in the in the buff or debuff. So for instance, if I'm rolling advantage and I roll those 2 rolls, Emily's rolls, I take the 23, not the 8. If I'm rolling
Right.
disadvantage, I take the 8.
Right.
And if I'm rolling flat, I just take the first number.
Cool. Okay, so I got 21.
21, 22, and 28. And basically what that means is you guys very successfully and easily fool the kobolds. They think you're one of them. One of them even asks you,
Hey, pass the popcorn, buddy. You got any popcorn?
Fresh out.
Yeah,
I actually do.
fresh popcorn. Yeah, we got. He's got it. He's got the popcorn. Yeah, man, listen.
Fuck you then, buddy.
Well, fuck you.
so you guys continue walking towards him.
Okay.
And you come up to the queen at the same time as his cage is rolling up, and he's looking at you guys. Hang on. Okay. He looks at you guys, squints at you guys, because he feels something, but he decides to not comment, and he looks over at the queen.
This is Pepperidge.
Yeah, Pipperidge. So you guys, the cart rolls up to the queen. You guys make your way up to the front of the crowd, push over a few babies and women, just get them out of the way. And then you guys get up to the front of the crowd, and you see the queen is before you. The suitors are around her. Her guards are flanking her from behind. Her daughter's next to her on an altar. And the cart is being rolled up to a giant, cauldron-like rotisserie that has the body of a well-cooked halfling. And you see that that a halfling, little human, and another spit being prepared. And you see that they're pouring, spices, and they're dusting it with spices and pouring over the broth as they get ready to fillet Pipperidge.
Okay. What's the plan, Rich?
So how close are we to the queen?
You're within 30 feet.
Within 30 feet.
And now the queen looks over in your direction. We're gonna roll for the queen.
Did anyone else include the comments on here?
Nope.
Oh, I
Mine's
did.
still there.
I can only see the private chat now.
Oh, and you there's tabs on the right hand side that you can click.
No, I was switching back and forth earlier. Now there's nothing.
Oh, that's
Well,
weird.
I don't need to know.
So the queen's eyes go wide. she looks really closely at you, and she's like, "What the fuck?" As she realizes your disguise does not work on her.
I cast Wall of Force.
Okay, so at this point, we're gonna roll initiative.
Okay.
So we should all roll initiative?
Yeah, we all roll initiative. I'm gonna roll separate for the
Oh,
queen.
no.
I'm gonna roll the queen first.
Is that a natural one, Rich?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Ooh, I got a 6.
Where is initiative?
Do I get a chance to cast my spell? Surprise her.
You want to descend? Ooh, yeah, no, she's going first.
Oh no.
You see that she immediately falls back into a group of guards that turn into a phalanx, you know, like a V formation, and begin to approach you, pacing, pulling out their weapons and getting into formation. Guards, they say, as she falls back. Her and Queen Monka fall back into the darkness and go through the back of the crowd, or begin their way through the back of the crowd. The guards. What is everybody's initiative? Did we get Emily's? We did.
I don't see Emily's.
No, we need Emily's still.
Wait, it's not letting me click it. Oh, here we go. Sorry.
Nice.
Okay, so you go first, Emily.
Okay.
You see these guards are ranking. They're forming up in ranks and they're getting ready to attack.
Okay, so we're attacking now.
Well, yeah, the queen discovered who you were.
Yes.
And called her guards to ranks.
Okay, I think I'm gonna try Hurl Flame this time. So I hit it twice.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
I think I'm gonna try Hurl Flame again. So I do that twice.
You exactly. If all you do is attack, you can hurl the flame twice. Who are you hurling it at?
The guards.
The guards. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, twice. All right. So then I click it again, right?
Correct. And then hit hurl flame on each of those to get the exactly, and then do it the whole thing again. Okay. You're hitting one guard with the hurl flames. The hurled flames.
Yes. I was hoping to get all of them, but I guess that's probably unlikely.
No, I think it's. I'm pretty certain it's one target.
Okay, one target. Yeah, cool. So I hit one of the guards.
So your tail whips, snaps, and releases embers, and rises above your head and fires 2 volleys at this guard ahead. The guard bursts into flames. You see that at this point, the kobolds are scrambling everywhere and freaking the fuck out.
Yeah.
Ah! They're screaming, they're running around, it's complete chaos. You see Pipperich looks over at you and he says,
You're freeing me? Oh, well then.
You see Pipperich draw a knife unlike you'd ever seen. It's jagged and glitchy, rapidly changing shape, size, design, and color. Bright stripes, dots, and static play across its surface when you stare. You see that from his cage, from the inside of his cage, he stabs the back of one of the guards that are scrambling to attack you. When he stabs the guard, you see that he suddenly just glitches, his body cracks, and he just vanishes into dust. And now it's your turn. Now it's the guard's turn.
I'm starting to think something's wrong with this kid.
Starting to.
Guys, something weird might be going on.
Starting to think.
Okay, so the first two, they're avoiding Justin, like, just first and foremost, because he's a fucking ghost and they're scared of ghosts. But the first 2 go for the Illithid. The second 2 go for Emily. Now, are those hits?
First 2 go for me.
Yeah.
First one hits, but I cast shield.
You
deflects
quickly
it.
cast a shield, and as his blade is about to connect with you, a glimmering force of energy comes up, meeting the blade and glancing it away from you. And Emily, do either of those hit you? One of them hit you, maybe?
Yeah, I think it's cool. I get to decide. Yeah, one of them can hit me, and I don't know.
Oh, it's with your DC, or your armor class, rather.
Oh, no. Okay. So what happens now?
You're hit. Oh, that's crazy fast. Okay, you're hit for 6 points of damage as the tiny kobold slashes you in the leg with its tiny sword. It says,
"Oh, honey," is what I have to say to that.
Oh, honey.
Oh.
Oh, honey. So all the guards just went. It's now Rich's turn, and it's actually, no, it's Justin's turn first, and then Rich's turn.
Okay.
All right. So, in a moment of uncharacteristic bravery, I'm going to soar into the sky using my fly speed, because I've got a fucking fly speed. Do I take any attacks of opportunity, or it didn't sound like anyone was engaging me?
No, definitely not. You take off into the air, a pile of smoke quietly just lifting into the sky.
I'm gonna fly over the guards, and I'm gonna zero in on the queen.
Oh yeah, you got her dead to rights. You can see her rushing with Queen Monka. You see that she looks up at you. Ah! She screams and she tries to make her way through the crowd.
Like a Stuka in the air raids. Horrible reference, but also very scary. Just gonna dive bomb her and try to drain her soul.
Roll.
I make like a really like screeching sound while I'm doing it. I will roll right now. That is a life drain. Oh, come on.
But you miss.
So I'm pretty sure. So I'm reading the description here.
Yeah.
And it says that the target must succeed on a DC 14 Constitution saving throw.
Right.
Or
Sorry.
it takes damage.
Right. Thank you.
So I shouldn't have hit those first two potentially, but the other battle. Oh, whoa! Fuck!
Queen Monka fakes you out. She fakes left, goes right. You go right through a group of kobolds that all immediately die under your left train. You just kill them all. It was just a family, and they all just desiccate and fall to the ground, shaking and smoking. But not the queen.
Rip.
Not the queen.
And Richard, it's your go.
Okay, I am going to, I'm going to cast telekinesis on the cauldron, and I'm going to lift it up and like move it over towards the queen and try to pour the contents onto her.
Oh,
Like that.
crafty.
Go for it.
Was that going to be a saving throw on her part, or I'm going to make an attack roll, or
No, you're just. What spell are you using?
telekinesis?
Oh, telekinesis. No, you just lift it. So
Okay.
you focus your tentacles. They start to writhe and vibrate, and begin to ooze like gelatinous spittle as you see the cauldron begins to shake, and just lifts off the ground all at once. It makes its way around, and you just want to spill it on the queen, right?
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna give her a dex save.
What does that mean?
That means saving throws are ways in D&D that we can dodge damage.
Okay.
So a dex save means that it's using dexterity, or it is a physical movement to dodge out of the way. So she's gonna use her dex score to roll.
Oh no.
She fails. The piping hot bowl of the cauldron and the fluid that's inside of it, the burning hot oil goes over her body. She screams in terror. I need you to roll me it's gonna be call it a 3d8 of damage. Jeez, I can't get that damn sample to work then, right?
So that's 16.
She shouts as it goes across her body, and you can see that after it comes off, her body is sizzling from the fire.
And would I be able to dump the? I'm just gonna cover her with the cauldron, just like in case her.
You hear the cauldron kind of just completely cover her. She begins to lift it that round. But now we're back at the top, and the top is Emily.
Okay, what do you guys think I should do? It's my first time on.
Whatever feels right. We're in the middle of this battle. We're surrounded by guards. What would your instincts tell you to do?
Well, last time I did the attack with the claw tail, that was pretty brutal. Maybe I should do that again.
Sounds great. Take out some more guards. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh my god, you're rolling like dynamite. Look at these rolls.
You slash,
you've rolled so well
into another. Yeah, that was good. You slash into another guard by sticking your claws around his clavicle and just tearing his rib cage apart. You see that he just falls down into a clump. His blood sprays everywhere again. Kobolds still scream and run around. So that's guard number 2.
Okay.
Now the remaining 3 guards are gonna roll. Let's see. I just want to see if they run away from fear, because you guys are straight up monsters.
Straight up. We're fucking monsters.
Okay, one of them stays. He doesn't realize that the 2 behind him take off.
Oh, I respect
and he screams and he attacks. And just as he's attacking, he realizes. Oh, he hits.
Wow.
And that attack is towards Emily. For 1 point of damage.
Oh my god.
He grazes one of your spikes. It gets a little shaved.
I feel bad.
It's alright. You were planning on going to the hairdresser anyway.
No, not about that. It's just like he's being so brave.
Oh, I know, and he's gotta die.
This poor kobold.
Well, he doesn't have to die. He doesn't have to die. He should die. So at any rate, he attacks. It's now Justin's turn and Rich's turn.
Great. So I see the cauldron is covering the queen now, right?
Yup.
Is she dead? I didn't receive a quest.
No, she's not. She's not dead. No.
Okay. I'm incorporeal.
Right.
Can I go through the chest, like stick a hand through the chest?
You can go right through the whole thing.
If you want. It's the old one too, Richard. This is like I swoop down and I stick my hand through there. I'm going to try to life drain her, so she's got to beat a DC 14. I might as well. I'll just roll it to get it up there.
So she failed.
All right, and then I'm going to do damage. 18 points of damage.
The cauldron shivers as she's now trapped inside there with you. She's screaming as you begin to suck the life out of her. She's having trouble. The strength that she was using to try to lift the bowl of the cauldron is suddenly lost as the bowl of the cauldron closes down again on her. You see at this point, sorry, give me 1 second. You hear the message. Congratulations, XP. Further gains of XP will result in greater levels and ability gain.
So they have to send that message every time. Like we know how XP works.
Yeah. So the horde was beaten and hid in their hollows now. They watch you in fear as they pass. One kobold furiously drew a tattered parchment as you passed, his eyes full of fear. You see he's scribbling something.
I'm going to zoom over to him.
Yeah, he's drawing you, but it's a stick figure.
I'll let him live.
I'm just gonna pat him on the head with my tactical hands, like you can live.
Yeah.
Do you start eating people's brains?
What?
Do you start eating people's brains?
I mean, I'll eat someone else's. Not that guy.
No,
not that guy.
Not the one. Another one. A different one. I'll just eat somebody else's brains.
I'm gonna go check out the cage. So is Pepperidge still inside the cage?
He says.
I thought he
says
disappeared. No.
No.
No. He was fighting from inside the cage, and he was killing kobolds that were running around outside. When he drew some crazy looking knife.
Right, the knife that was changing and
Well then, where did you lot come from? And monsters, no doubt. You working 458?
Where'd you get that little knife, kid? seem a little young to. I don't know what I'm saying.
What
This is a stupid game.
Seem a little young to me.
Holds it behind his back and he says,
What knife, fuckface?
Hey, that's not nice. Wow, jeez. I thought this was supposed to be a PG-13 game. Like, come on.
After what we just saw,
Right.
You're talking about the swear.
Right. Oh shit, monsters! Please don't eat me.
What?
That's grade A acting there, Pipperidge. But listen, we're finishing the quest, and we're gonna let you free. What's wrong with what's up with you? You've got some. You're all glitched out. Do you have any understanding of what's going on?
What's up with you, bro?
Bro, I'm not your bro, friend.
Friend? I'm not your friend, bro.
I'm not your bro, guy.
You guys should take this on the road.
Well, I have information. I know the way out.
All right, this is good news. Okay, you tell us. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna let you out. I'll just let you out. I can't undo this lock because I'm a ghost. Should we let him out? We gotta let him out. Let him out. Okay.
Yeah, I'll let him out.
I want Charles said he's gonna be cool, but like, all right, fine, yeah, whatever.
We're monsters. We'll try to kill him.
Okay, good point.
Okay.
You have been good at that.
So we let you out. You tell us how to get out of here, right, Pipperidge?
That sounds amicable.
All right.
I'll let him out.
This is really nice. Making friends here.
You let him out. He puts his knife in the back of his pants, like he's been around the prison yard.
Okay.
And he walks out.
Okay, so we're gonna get out of this dungeon, and then we'll just be able to explore the world until we're able to get out of this game, right?
You can see a creature begins to emerge from one of the larger cave openings. It shambles low on fours and screams. Hang on. Not this guy. Hang on.
What
Not that guy. This guy. You see, it appears to be darkness swirling, and it swirls its way into your location. Pipperidge immediately exclaims,
Oh fuck! What the fuck is that?
and the creature approaches, sliding and slinking as if it was walking on air. You see, as it comes for you, the
DM chimes in. Oh, antivirus! Antivirus!
What?
And we roll initiative.
Roll initiative. That is the thing that was coming to get us out of the game. So we had a 64% chance of that happening, or of that not happening. And it happened.
Okay, so we roll initiative.
Mind players are not good with initiative.
Oh my god! I am rolling like crap! Oh, 5 is among the best rolls I have had this game. That's what it is.
It's rigged.
No.
You see that above the name of the creature is just question marks. Actually, no. It says the name of the creature. It's Shadowlisk. But there's question marks beneath, not giving any stat or additional information.
That has eyes like
That's not good.
villain, so.
Okay, now the creature's gonna roll initiative. Okay, so Emily's first. You see this creature slinks in and comes beelines directly for you, ignoring all the other creatures. However, the kobolds that are around the room, if it goes past any of them, they start to disapparate. Their bodies start to kind of like fade and break up and kind of disappear.
Oh,
Some of them die pretty horribly this way as it kind of trounces over them and makes its way to you at the center of the altar.
Okay. So I decide what to do. Can I use deception here
How so?
to make it think that we're friends? I don't know. Is that valid?
Yeah, I mean, you can certainly try to create a more favorable attitude from somebody.
Yeah.
But in this case, this creature it's a monster, and it
Okay,
may
so
not be intelligent enough to understand your deception.
Okay, gotcha. So then I guess I should probably attack it again.
You could.
What are the other options besides attacking it that I could do?
Well, let's see your character sheet. You have the fire hurl, you have the attack.
Yeah.
And I think you have a couple of other abilities, right? Let's see. Well, you have some resistance and immunities.
Okay.
Okay, at the start of the turn, the barb. Oh, if anybody physically touches you, you deal damage to them because your body's covered in barbs.
Right.
And you also have telepathy.
Oh, I want to use my telepathy and find out what this thing is.
When you use your telepathy ability and reach out, extend one of your claws at the creature, trying to focus in on it, you can see that its eyes are glowing and white. But for a moment, you look inside of it, and do you see this image that's on the screen with the code and the cracks?
Where? Oh, in the background? Yeah.
That's what you see. It flashes at you. It flashes at you. It flashes at you. It flashes at you. And for a moment, you feel like you're absorbing a lot of information, but you have to kind of pull away to take a breath. I won't let that take your whole turn if you want to do something else.
Okay, I'll also throw a flame at it.
Okay, so you use both of your fists to fire flames at the creature.
So I should click that now, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same as before.
Right. I just didn't know because I didn't. Okay.
Fire.
Okay.
Okay. So the two blasts connect with the creature, but it seems like it just goes into the inky blackness of the shadow. But from the inside, you see a small burst of fire from the creature's belly. It seems to not react, as if it's some kind of machine. Okay, and who's next in initiative? We got, is it me? I rolled initiative. Yeah, it's me.
Yeah, it's
I'm
you.
next. The basilisk hisses and goes and beelines for Justin.
Guys, I think we should run.
Okay, so two of you, Justin and Richard, I need you to both roll Constitution saving throws.
Okay.
Although I don't know from your sheet if you're affected by this. Why don't you guys roll first, and then we'll go over it.
Okay.
Constitution. 11.
15. Are we going by the first roll or the second roll?
The first roll.
First roll.
Okay. So that's 11 for me. Not very good.
I have immunity to necrotic and poison.
I have advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects.
So then you take the 15 and then you're unaffected. However, Justin, you see that you begin to get heavy. You start to turn to stone. Your body, all of the writhing mist that your body's composed of begins to slow down as if frozen.
Condition immunity.
You're considered restrained.
Oh, restrained.
You repeat the saving throw at the end of your turn.
I am immune to restraint, apparently.
Oh, excellent, perfect.
Yeah.
You begin to turn hard, but then all of a sudden your body frees itself from.
Then I'm like, I'm a fucking ghost. I'm not afraid of your charms. I'm not afraid of your restraints.
The basilisk hisses at you, and it sounds like hiss. Anyway, you guys are next. Richard, then Justin.
All right. I'm gonna use a good old mind blast.
You focus, and your tentacles begin to writhe, and you focus all of your energies. You fire a wave of energy at the creature.
Nice.
You gotta beat DC 17.
Is that wisdom or
Yes.
intelligence? Intelligence or wisdom?
Yeah, it's intelligence.
Okay, is that a +2? I fail. The waves of psychic energy hit the creature, pushing it back. You can see that it's being blown back by the force of your attack.
And he's stunned until the end of my next turn.
Okay. Justin, it's your turn.
Great. Well, this guy tried to restrain me, but little did he know that I'm a motherfucking ghost. I'm gonna go all ghostly on his ass. I'm gonna drain the life. Gonna just.
You go into the shadow versus shadow. As you can see that your forms begin to entwine with each other, creating another form. Bits of white where your face kind of come up and go under as if in waves.
Yeah, I'm just like flying through him, just kind of tearing into whatever it is. Life drain. Boo. Oh wait, Constitution saving throw. Woo.
Let's see what my con is.
Oh, by the way, the stun lasts for a minute, but he repeats the saving throws at the end of each of its turns.
Okay, that's a failure.
Fuck
So
yeah.
now click your life drain.
13 damage. Ooh, that was 3 ones.
As you float through the creature, bouts of electricity begin to crackle, and the fight continues for a moment until suddenly you're freed from it. You kind of tear yourself loose from the creature, and when you do, its shadowy corpse lays on the floor in a smoky pile.
Oh, that was easy.
That was, yeah, no problem at all.
All right. So I killed this virus thing. Is it glowing green?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, who knows? Maybe this thing has the answer, and I'm just going to try to loot it.
When you try to loot it, you see that there's a bit of static and something that seems to be holding you from being able to do it. You feel like, the slight shock of static, like preventing you from interfacing with it.
Hey, DM, we killed the shadow virus thing. What happened?
Wait, catch Pipperidge! He's getting away! You see,
What?
Pipperidge he's running out of the dungeon, full speed.
I cast wall force around him.
Ah, nice.
Shoom! You put out your arm and a wall of energy surrounds him. He hits it like a pane of glass, and falls to the ground. The glitch knife rolling out of his pocket.
What should we do about this kid? He's really weird. Should we just kill him? Should we kill him?
Let's get the knife first of all, right?
Yeah, let's get that knife.
Yeah. I want to. I mean, should I try doing that thing again to see what he knows? Like I did. What was that again?
Insight or telekinesis?
Yeah. No.
Or telepathy.
I think telepathy is mostly like your ability to like talk to someone with your mind.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Communicate with them.
It's not like.
Reading mind.
Like,
No, like reading mind. Detect thoughts is like a separate thing.
Okay, never mind. I don't know.
DM, what can you tell us about Pipperidge?
I believe
have
that
any-
he's somehow related to the rogue code.
Do you think that if we kill him, that it'll end this nightmare?
It's worth a shot.
Nightmare. It's a little over dramatic.
It's a bit of a nightmare, but it's a fun
it's-
nightmare.
It's been
It's
a
like one of
little.
those-
It's been a little spooky, but we've been fine. This will all blow over.
All right, let's just kill this guy and
like,
find
Emily,
out.
you pick up the knife.
Yeah.
When you pick up the knife, you see that it's transforming in your hand, so it feels, like it's moving underneath your fingers. It's changing colors, it's stripes, it's polka dots, it's energy, it's red, it's all the colors, it's everything just happening at once. And when you hold it, you see that an additional option opens up that says glitch knife. And when you face the body of the creature, you see that another option opens up. Do you wanna click that option?
Yeah, I want to click the option.
When you click the option, your character goes up to the creature and stabs it with the knife. When it does that, you see that a wave of energy begins to backlash over the entire area, creating sort of what appears to be some kind of singularity that begins to suck you all into it. A moment later, you're all waking up. A moment later, you're all waking up at your computers. You guys are still in communication on Discord. You look outside, and yeah, it's kind of fucked.
Okay, so thanks for the group. Shit's getting real outside. Oh wait, we're still talking on Discord.
Yeah, Pipperidge says.
Oh, Pipperidge is in Discord.
You best protect your necks.
That was the last you heard of him.
Well,
we banished old Pip-Boy to the Shadow Realm. So it's pretty bad out there. I'm gonna log off for the day. Call my family. Hopefully they're okay. Is it just like chaos outside right now?
Yeah, you know. But more importantly, D&D gets lots of downvotes on the beta. And they lose a ton of money. The end.
Yeah.
In a year from now, they're going to come out with D&D 6 first, and it's $100 for a year.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Pay $100 if you would like to get. Yes, definitely. Thank you very much, Ahmed, for pulling this together. And
it was fun playing with you guys.
Yeah, getting all that the story to the sound effects and the voice effects, and that was really impressive, dude. Thanks a lot.
Oh, check it out. Here's the knife.
Oh,
wow.
okay.
There's a few things that I didn't hit.
Glitchy knife.
Yeah, glitch knife.
Glitch knife. Sweet.
Oh, very cool.
Wonderful. Well, thank you all for watching. Whoever is still here, I think Antonio joined us and Benjamin's here. Hello, all of you. Thank you for joining for as much as you did. Thank you, Emily, Richard, for hanging out and running this. This was a one-shot D&D session. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you do like role-playing game content, who knows what the future holds for Sound Booth and our connection to roleplay. But I will say that I am a member of a community called the Invictus Stream that I've been a part of for 5 years, and this is what we do. We role play every week on Wednesday, 8 o'clock for a few hours, and we've also started a podcast called Dice Shame. You can check it out, diceshamepodcast.com, and it's D&D. We're playing Storm King's Thunder, and we do the natural one rules. What is it called? What's the actual?
Crit fail.
Crit
Is it called
fail.
Dice Shame?
It's called Dice Shame. Yeah.
That's a
one
great name.
of my favorite DMs used to play with a list where you would lose limbs if you got critted. So you.
We're not that bad. It's not that bad. It's like we might drop our weapon or something like that, but it's not so intense. But, so the idea behind Dice Shame, I will expand on that, is that if we have a die that is rolling bad consistently, it hits a point where we're just like, okay, that is the last one out of you, and then we shame it. We put it in the shame jar, and then we're done with that dice. So we go through dice, and we might have some plans for those dice in the future.
That's funny. Yeah, they make I know they make like dice cages. Like if a dice is rolling really bad, you just throw it in the cage or whatever. They're like, you know how like people like shame their pets on like Reddit, and they're like,
exactly.
They put up like a little piece of like Sharpie, and they say, oh, the dog ate the homework or whatever. They do that with like the dice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I failed concentration save and
dice jail.
Like,
that is exactly it.
Dice jail.
Yeah. So I
agree you guys
check it out, and hopefully you guys enjoy that as well. And there will be some collaboration with Invictus and Sound Booth Theater in the future. The guys over at Invictus they're my best friends, and they're wonderful people, and I'm excited to see the two worlds collide, as it were. So
just
keep your eyes peeled.
links in the why don't we can post links in the Sound Booth Theater live group so everyone can. Yeah.
I will. I'll post a link for the purposes of this video. Yeah, I'll keep your eyes open. I'll be posting links to Invictus throughout this week. We'll have a new episode. Episode 6 of Dice Shame is going up this Thursday, and it's our best episode yet. It's fucking hilarious.
Awesome. Can't wait to hear it.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this show, and until then, we're gonna have more Sound Booth Theater lives. We're not sure if they're going to be requests only, but we are going to be getting together once every 2 weeks on a Sunday, and giving you guys some content, some live streaming, whatever that may be.
Stay tuned for maybe another poll, maybe an announcement. We haven't decided yet.
I think Ahmed's pretty set on ASMR Ahmed sessions.
Yeah.
So just all ASMR D&D session, but you can vote for it.
Reading children's books in that.
Really?
I do not like them, Sam. I do not.
Oh yeah,
I do not like him. I do.
That's right. And actually, this might be a good opportunity. So anybody watching, if you have short stories, I would like to start collecting short stories and little like clips that you guys like, or favorite scenes or things like that from the game lit RPG, horror, fantasy, sci-fi, whatever genres that you like. Let us know what they are, save them, send them to us, and we'll start a collection. Because one of the most difficult things about Sound Booth Theater Live is organizing all the material. So I would like to start a library where we can actually just pull from that and say, like, okay, we're doing a horror-themed SBTL today. So we've got this list of horror-themed things, and that's what we're going to read from this week. So if you have short stories, poems, any genre that you would like to hear us narrate, let us know. Send us the info. And yeah, we will try to include it in SBTL.
Send us the info.
Did anybody else have anything to add before we wrap things up for the day?
No,
not for me. I had a great time, and I'm down to do this again sometime. I'm down to DM sometime. It's been a while since I've DM'd, but yeah, it was cool.
This was a really fun first experience, and the fact that people were watching didn't make me more nervous at all.
Fantastic.
This is fun.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys. Thank you again, Ahmed, for running the game, and thank you, the listeners and the watchers. I hope you all have a fantastic evening, week, life.
An evening week life.
Evening, week, life.
All right.
Goodbye, everybody.
So many whispers. You guys are great ghosts.
Yeah.
Bye.